Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel Lora's World. Today I'm going to show you my September 2024 bullet journal setup. I'm really happy you're here and I hope you will enjoy this video. In this first portion of the video you can see me sketching out a lot. For example, one thing that I'm sketching out here is a little poem that I wrote for the month of September. My initial idea was to look for a quote, but since I did not find any that was suiting my image that I had for this page, I decided I can just give it a shot and try. And to be honest, I really enjoyed the process and being creative in that way. So in case you have something that you want to try newly, maybe writing a little poem is the start of something beautiful. Once all of the sketches are done, we can start with the actual setup, which is a collage setup. My idea for this month was to do something more spontaneous. I still wanted to be creative and not only functional, so that's what I did this month. And I also wanted to show you that you don't always have to plan out a really big theme in order to have something that you find beautiful. Yeah, so in case you don't know really which theme you want to do for a month, I can only recommend to look around your house. Maybe you have an empty tissue paper box or some older wrapping paper that you want to use, and just play with the colors, with cutting, with gluing, placing everything, and I'm sure you will have a lot of fun and in the end something that you did not expect will come around. Once I'm done with the quote and the cover page, I'm moving on to my next spread, which is the monthly overview and the dashboard page. I decided this time to tone it down a little bit in terms of space. If you remember last month I had a really big calendar for August, and this time I wanted to try a list format. I still have a small calendar for reference on the left page, but I decided to just do 2 columns, one for the events and one for my monthly focus. My dashboard still contains a section for highlights and also some habit trackers. The habit trackers this month are much less than last month, but I think this month I'm back into a good routine, and that's why I just wanted to use certain ones on which I wanted to have the focus on. On with the next page. In August I tried this format I think for the first time, and I really liked how much I used it, so I decided to take it with me to September as well. How this layout works is I have 1 column for each full week of September, and in all of the columns I'm writing all of the to-dos that I might think of, be it while I'm still in the current week, or I will just immediately put it into the to-do list for the next week. It really helped me last month to not forget anything. I really recommend this layout. It's very simple and easy to use. For my weekly spreads, I decided to do some Dutch doors. I did that last month as well, but this time I decided to plan ahead how many weeks I will be using the Dutch doors. And also I would like to try not having daily logs, but to have weekly spreads for each week. Here you can see very easy, simple tabs that I'm coloring in with wooden pens to match the colors of my autumny colored and warm toned scrapbooking style. So once I'm done with cutting out all of the Dutch doors and coloring in the different tabs in the colors I liked, which by the way took me a while to figure out which colors these were, I'm decorating the first weekly spread with the same design just because I like the scrap paper and the orange and green together. So that's what I'm doing here. And once I'm done with all of this scrapbooking, I'm changing my mind again and resketching a little bit of my weekly spread before I go back in with the wooden pens. In fact, yeah, I decided just to keep it a little bit warm and to also keep the colors in the weekly spreads as well, to just use the wooden pens to not only add a pop of color but to also draw the frames for the days of the week. So I think there are advantages and disadvantages in planning out the weeklies beforehand instead of doing the daily logs. One thing is, of course, that you can actually plan the week. And what I also like and see as an advantage is once you have planned the layout, you don't need to have a lot of stationery around except of your pencil and of course your bullet journal. I actually like both systems. I think I have different chapters in my life in which I tend to like the weekly spreads more and other chapters in which I like the daily logs more. And that's what's so beautiful about bullet journaling. You can just customize it accordingly to your own needs. This brings us to the end of this bullet journal theme and bullet journal video. Except for the layouts of this bullet journal setup, I did not plan out anything, and I really hope that it inspired you to just take your bullet journal and be spontaneously creative. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!